right, let's change it up a bit and talk about one of the most famous coins in error history, and that's the legendary 1955 Double Die. Now, my normal videos talk about those lower price coins that you can find in circulation, and I absolutely love those videos. But since this one is so dramatic, so visually unmistakable, I wanted to talk about it. This coin shocked the public the moment it hit circulation. Collectors, and even non-collectors really, know about this piece. It's basically the rock star of error cents. But here's the kicker. Not all examples are created equal. And today, I'm going to break down 4 different powerhouse sales, including one that realized over $35,000. But before we start, let me pose the question, what makes these coins command such staggering numbers? So that way, you know what we're breaking down. First up, we'll just start with the heavyweight. A 1955 Doubled Die Obverse in MS65 red. This was graded by PCGS, and now this isn't just any example. This coin glows with that full bright red color. It's almost unheard of for this issue. Most survivors, they're brown or at best red-brown because they hit circulation hard back in the day. Here, we've got fiery red surfaces, a really nice luster. It's an absolutely beautiful specimen with only faint traces of carbon. There's only 18 known at this grade, none finer. That makes this coin pretty much an elite find. It's tied at the top of the census. It's just a great coin to have in any collection. And then it has provenance from the William Bickel collection itself, and you've got the perfect storm here. So it sold for $35,650 back in 2009, making it one of the most valuable of these coins ever sold. Now let's switch gears to a coin that often gets overshadowed by its famous cousin, the 1955 S Lincoln cent. This one had a mintage of just 44.6 million, which is relatively low for a cent of this era. Collectors knew it back then, and many were stashed away pretty much immediately. The one we're looking at here is another level entirely. It's an MS68 red through PCGS. It's not a mid-60s one, it's a true superb gem with blazing orange red luster, flawless surfaces. It even has hints of a powder blue toning on the reverse. It's just gorgeous. And here's the punchline, this wasn't just any MS68. At the time of the sale, it was the single finest certified example. Registry collectors went wild for this thing, and when the hammer fell in 2002, so a couple decades ago, the price hit $7,475. Not bad for a date most people don't even think about. Now let's jump back to the star of the show. Another 1955 Double Die Obverse, this one graded MS65 red through PCGS, and if you remember, most of these coins entered circulation through vending machines in the Boston area back in '55. That's why so many survivors are dull or brown in color. But this one, it's unusually bright, it shimmers in an orange-red luster, and it flashes an even cherry red around the lettering. This one only has 18 of them in MS65, and this one came from the Brenda John collection, and when it crossed the block in 2010, it sold for $32,200. That's the kind of price that not only proves the top quality eye appeal of this thing, but just how much of a powerhouse these can be when they go to auction. Finally, we have one more MS65 red 1955 Double Die from that same population of under 20 examples known in that grade. And again, we see faint carbon, but nothing that detracts from the overall power of this coin. Like the others, it sits tight at the top of a population that is very small. The provenance, this one is from the Jack Lee Estate Lincoln Cent Registry set, which had similar and earlier sales that trace back to heritage that sold for tons of money. The final price on this coin, $34,500 back in 2008. It was another monster result for one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics. So what's the takeaway? The 1955 Double Die is a coin that transcends the hobby. It's not just about its rarity, it's dramatic, it has a huge impact, and the demand that stretches beyond its collector's base. MS-65 Reds, that's where the serious money is, of course, with populations barely cracking double digits at this point. And if you can trace yours back to any sort of famous collection, that premium grows exponentially. Meanwhile, that coin that stuck out there, the 1955 S and MS-68 Red, I think is absolutely gorgeous and shows us that even a non-error cent can shine if they're at the absolute top of that condition. For registry collectors, perfection just commands its own price tag. So bottom line, if you're building a collection that turns heads and you have crazy amounts of money to back it, then you can find one of these legendary pieces that makes it unforgettable. Now back in the real world, let me know what you've been coming across in your regular old pocket change. Maybe you'll get lucky enough to find one of these 1955 double dies. But more importantly, let me know on those regular finds for collectibles you've been coming across. I love reading about that stuff, so I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.